Welcome to SVM's Blitz for Week 9 of the high school football season. I'm Dan Woessner alongside Christopher Heimerman and Patrick Petrosky. And in this edition, we'll be going over the 4 games in the NUIC Upstate and NUIC Northwest.
To kick off the NUIC Northwest, we have the Eastland Pearl City Wildcats, who are 8-0, going to visit the Forreston Cardinals, who are 7-1. Both teams have already clinched a spot in the playoffs. However, Forreston can win a share of the conference title if they win this game. That's going to be tough, though, as the Wildcats once again rolled over their opponent last week as they beat South Beloit 53-13. This has been the theme for them all season. Scoring a lot of points while not giving up many. Forreston, on the other hand, has had similar success, but they do have a blemish on their record in Week 6 against Lena Winslow. Last time Eastland Pearl City had a big game on the road, they won comfortably. I think they will win this game, but it will be closer, 28-21.
All right, next up in the Northwest, we've got the West Carroll Thunder checking in at 2-6, going to Durand, which checks in at 0-8. And obviously, playoffs out of the questions for both of these teams. But I do like the direction that the Thunder are going, despite losing 47-20 to Galena on Friday night. On the other side, you look at Durand, got blanked 26-0 against a Dakota squad that's been down the past couple of years. Who knows what impact a victory in this game would have going forward in the next season. But if you're West Carroll, you're trying to build something. Coach Bixler recently talked about the fact that he wants his guys to take these games down the stretch and consider what it would feel like to be playing in a playoff atmosphere. So if they get a victory, who knows what it does next year, but I think that they get it. I think Sean McGill has a few touchdowns in this game. Got guys like Santaramo and Brandon Sturdivant to really round out that offense. I'm taking the Thunder in this one, 38-20.
Switching to the NUIC Upstate, the Milledgeville Missiles at 2-6 will travel to Franklin Grove to play AFC, who is 1-7. Obviously, both these teams are playing for pride at this point. The playoffs aren't really an option. Milledgeville's coming off a 52-21 loss last week to East Dubuque, but that's a week after getting a big win over Aquin in Freeport in Week 7. And they also got a shot in the arm last week as quarterback Cameron Daughtine returned from injury after missing every game since Week 2, I believe. 3 wins, if they were to win on Friday, would be the most the team has had since 2008. That year they went 12-1 and went to the semifinals. AFC lost 39-14 to Warren last week. Warren is starting to figure things out, while AFC is just kind of playing out the schedule at this point. The Raiders did figure out, though, that they can feed Jake Chapman the ball 43 times, and that can control the ball a little bit. I think that's going to be key against Milledgeville. If they can hold on to the ball, keep the Missiles offense off the field, they'll have a chance. But I do think Milledgeville gets this win. The Missiles win 32-14.
Our last game, we have Warren visiting Polo. Polo is 4-4 with playoff hopes still very alive. One more win and they'll leave it up to points. They did, however, lose quarterback Brody Grove, but I don't think that will matter this week. Their strong defense will compensate for this loss. Warren, on the other hand, is 2-6 and starting to figure things out. They picked up their second win of the season last week. However, the Marcos will still get this win 35-18 and more than likely get thrust in the playoffs as they sit right now with 38 playoff points.